Hi and welcome back to the second part of my how to get started on YouTube. If you haven't seen the first part, then I'll leave a link so you can go and check that out. Have a look at why you should start on YouTube, the kind of channel you should start and your audience and things like that. But in this video, we're going to touch on a little bit more of the branding of your channel, the visibility of your channel and community. Don't forget, if you're not already a subscriber though, please do click the link down below and go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. So one of the key things to remember when it comes to starting a YouTube channel is branding is important. It really is important. It's kind of like, if I compare it to kind of like an Instagram feed where, you know, if you have a really nice feed, and people resonate with your content, and it's also aesthetically pleasing, then there's a higher percentage and a higher chance that you will get people to follow you. Now, it's not, you know, a given, but there is a higher chance, and it's kind of a little bit similar with YouTube, where it's important that you have some consistency, not just in the uploading of your videos, which is very important, but also in the way that your channel looks. So if you can make it as professional looking as possible, make your thumbnails look as professional as possible. You can use a platform like Canva to be able to create. There's so many platforms out there you can use to be able to create your thumbnails. So there really is no excuse for being able to create something that, you know, goes with the branding of your channel, of you, and that people can kind of like resonate with. So it's really important to have consistent branding in your channel art, which is at the top of your channel, your thumbnails. Just try and keep that overall consistency. That's so important. And visibility. Now, this is really the key thing with YouTube. It is one thing to create a video, and it's a complete other ball game to be able to get that video shown in either the YouTube search engine or even the Google search engine, and for your audience to find it. Now, as I mentioned in the previous video, there is so much content being uploaded all the time on YouTube. It's like Facebook and Instagram, where people are uploading constantly. So, you know, as soon as you've uploaded a picture, yours has got lost in amongst all the other pictures. So you have to know how to gain visibility of your video. And one of the key things with YouTube is it's about getting the right keywords, getting the right tags, so that you stand a chance and so that you show up in the search engine when people are typing in what they're looking for. So it's very important to put yourself in the mindset of how your audience thinks, and create your title and create your tags in line with that. Now, it's not so important when it comes to the text on the thumbnails, because that's not searchable by YouTube. Obviously that visual is what people see in the first instance, so it is still important, but your thumbnail on your picture can be different to the title that you title your video, just so you know. So they can be different, but the more important one is the title of your video, and the more important one is the tags that you use, the keywords that you choose. You would put those keywords into the description box as well, and these are like super important. And the main kind of tool that people use is Google Keyword Planner. So if you haven't been on that, Google that, the keyword tool, keyword planner. That helps you to get a little bit more insight on the number of searches for something. It gives you some suggestions of, you know, competitive searches, other ideas of words, phrases that you can use. And I would suggest never use just one word, unless that's your brand name and you want to put that into every tag, which is what I do. So I have Time with Natalie. I know it's 3 words, but you know, no one's searching Time with Natalie as such. But I have that in my tags. But always use phrases. You always use what we call long tail keywords. So that's a phrase. So it's at least 3 or 4 words, because those are the things that you can get ranked higher for than just, let's say, I don't know, pick a brand, Chanel. Let's just say Chanel. If you're doing a video on a brand new Chanel bag, you'll never get found under just Chanel. It's too much competition there. But if you had something longer, like what's in my Chanel boy bag, that's a better phrase to use, something like that. So hopefully you understand what I'm saying. So it's very, very important. And that actually is the most important bit out of everything. Before you even start recording, I would recommend that you do some research. Do some research on the kind of topics that you want to cover. See what it is that is really getting some traction. What are people searching for? You could also do that in YouTube itself. So type it into the YouTube search bar, see what comes up, have a look and see what the competition is. So that will also give you some ideas as well. So it's so important to really do your homework on the front end. It does take time, it really does. It does take a bit of time, but it speeds the process up on the back end, and then there's a higher chance that your video is going to get found. And then of course, once it is found, then it's all about building that community. It's all about engagement. That's the key thing, to be honest. I think a lot of times now with regards to social media, we're all about the clicks and the likes and the follows, where, you can see that the platforms are starting to get rid of that now, where they're not showing that as much. It's more about the engagement. And one of the key things with YouTube is it's about watch time. They want as many people staying on the platform for as long as possible. Okay? That is one of the key goals for YouTube. So if somebody watches your channel, so if somebody comes onto YouTube via your channel and they're watching your video, but then they see a link to somebody else's video and they go and watch that video, and then they see a link to somebody else's video and they go and watch that video, and and you know what it's like. 3 hours later, you're like, where has the day gone? I'm still on YouTube watching these random videos. But YouTube love that. And YouTube credit you for that because you're the one that got them on the platform in the first place. Does that make sense? It's all about building that community and that engagement, getting more people on the platform. Comment with everybody that comments, leaves you a comment. So important to engage with people. If they're taking the time to leave you a comment, then you really should respond. It's just the right thing to do, the nice things to do. So when people are ask them questions, you can get feedback from them, see what kind of videos they would like you to make next, give them a shout out in a video, and really, engage with your audience. So those are just a few tips that I wanted to share with you with regards to how to start and grow your YouTube channel. Like I said in the previous video, I've linked down below a guide that gives you some more information, some tips on what to do, what not to do, especially if you're brand new to YouTube or you've got less than 1,000 subscribers. So what I'm going to be working on is creating more content for those of you that have got, say, less than 1,000 subscribers, because it's so hard to even just get above 1,000 or even just get to 1,000. And then of course the next target is then 5,000 and then 10,000, and then it just goes on and on, doesn't it? But just trying to get to that first 1,000 is so difficult and it's so challenging. So I really felt like I wanted to, support the newbies out there that really want to start a channel but are not quite sure what to do, how to do it, what kind of thing do they need to know, and just kind of set them up for, this is the best way to get started, and this is what's most important with regards to how to at least get some traction on your video. Now, it's not an overnight thing, unless you have like a super amazing viral video, then well done you. It really takes time and effort, but it makes more sense to actually think about it beforehand rather than jump in and create these random videos and just post them online, because there's a certain way you post as well. Don't just upload your video. There's certain things that you have to do before you upload it to YouTube. And so I just felt like I just wanted to share a bit of that knowledge with people. So if you enjoyed this video, click a like. Please subscribe to the channel. I've got more great videos coming your way. It'll be a mixture of motivation, personal development, lifestyle, fashion, beauty, all that good stuff. And even though I know my channel is aimed more at women over 40, listen, I'm grateful if you're here, honestly. Even if you're not over 40, you lucky thing. Yeah, come and join me. I would love to have you. So yeah, please do click the link down below. Go ahead and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.